This is Regis Program, and you're tuning into True School Sports.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now you see it. You see the sun getting that vitamin D here in beautiful Marina Del Rey. Man, December the 3rd, you guys can say the date. It's a fight that maybe I should be excited for, but I'm just not excited for it right now. Maybe I will be later on, but I'm not excited about it right now. But December 3rd, you'll get an early Christmas present as Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, the Picasso of boxing, a.k.a. the real TBE, a.k.a. Alexis Arguello Jr. He'll be taking on Juan Fracisco Estrada, El Gallo Estrada, in the third fight of what's been a great, rivalry so far. Personally, now look, the reason why I'm not happy about this fight is because, at 115 we got a lot of talented fighters who I really feel like deserve a shot at these guys, like, Kazuda Ioka. Kazuda Ioka really deserves a shot at one of these guys more than anybody. And it's a shame that neither Chocolatito nor Gallo has fought Ioka yet, because Ioka, to me, is one of the best fighters in boxing that nobody's talking about. But, you got him, you got Bam Rodriguez waiting in the wings. There's a lot of other fighters that deserve a shot against one of these two. And truth be told, Chocolatito has never lost to Gallo Estrada. I didn't think he lost the first fight, and I damn sure didn't think he lost the rematch. So, I always see it as a pointless fight. And I have this line of thought that boxing don't want Chocolatito to go down history as the best 115 pounder, because they want to make it seem like these guys that, apart from Rumbersai, well, even Rumbersai, because Rumbersai didn't win that first fight either. They want to make it seem like the guys in this era were around his level, and the reality is, apart from one night in 2017 where the stars aligned because his trainer died and Rumbersai was the most hungry he's ever been and the most confident he'll ever be. Apart from that one night in 2017, Chocolatito has always been a class above everybody from 115 on down that he's fought, and that is a fact. And I just don't like how, with this fight, if it's close, particularly if they're in Texas, right? Which I don't know, they haven't announced the venue yet or where it's going to be, but if it's in Texas, we know the fight is somewhat close, that Chocolatito is not getting a decision. We know that already. I'll just get out in front of it right now and say we know he's not getting a decision. So then, on paper, if he was to get robbed again, then we're talking about him losing 2 out of the 3 fights on paper to Gallo with maybe really winning all 3. So I don't like that possibility. That possibility really bothers me. But at the same time, it also gives both fighters a chance to put the exclamation point on what's been a great rivalry for boxing. If Gallo Estrada is to knock out Chocolatito, then people who are high on Gallo and think that Gallo won one of those 2 fights, which he didn't, then they can say, well, he put the exclamation point on the rivalry. Same thing with Chocolatito. If Chocolatito wins, if Chocolatito knocks Gallo Estrada out, oh my God, y'all don't want to hear from me, because I'm gonna say not only did he beat him 2 times, he beat Gallo when he was young, he beat Gallo when he was in his prime, and then he knocked him the fuck out. So just pray to God Chocolatito don't knock Gallo out if you're a Gallo fan, because I'm going to talk a lot. I'm a fan of both guys. I love what these 2 guys have done for boxing, but I just think, we know, if we're being objective, we know who the better fighter is. We know who the better fighter is. It's Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. No disrespect to Gallo. Gallo is a pound-for-pound top guy. I got nothing bad to say about him, but he's not better than Chocolatito. We've seen it in 2 fights. And I'm just Gallo he's barely fought since the damn rematch, Chocolatito just fought Julio Cesar Martinez, one of the best young fighters in the weight class. Delivered a virtuoso performance. Gallo did nothing but make babies and do nothing for a year, make twins, and do nothing for over a year and a half, and vacate titles and duck Joshua Franco, and then fought this random dude, Cortez or whatever his name was. So I'm just I want to get excited about it. I'm sure I will once the fight gets closer, but I just don't like the possibility that Chocolatito could put on another great performance in a close fight and lose, because they just don't want him to have, that say-so in history as a guy that was a cut above the rest. That's my perspective. That's my opinion that I really have a strong conviction of. But listen, it's gonna, whether Guile wins or Cholatito wins, I think it's a win for boxing fans. You know, we're not, you know, people are still waiting for the Crawford Spence announcement. I'm still waiting for the Crawford Spence announcement. But you know, we can't get too depressed about what isn't happening in boxing. We have to start getting more excited about what is happening in boxing. This is going to be a good fight. These two guys are giving the fans 24 rounds of straight classic boxing, and I think this fight, for if however long it lasts, it'll be the same thing. And as far as what does this do for the super flyweight division, truthfully, I don't think it does anything, because if Guile wins, it doesn't really elevate him in the weight class, because on paper he already has a win against Cholatito. If Cholatito wins, it doesn't really do anything against for him, because he's already, most people think he already beat Guile twice. So I really feel like, because of that reason, because we know who's better, because of the ridiculous decision there was the last fight, because of the fact that there's so many other fighters in this weight class and the weight class below who are moving up soon that deserve a shot at one of these two, I really feel like because of that, this fight is a waste of time. That's just my opinion. But we'll see where the fight gets announced. You know, I'll probably be there because I support Cholatito. You know, going to his fights are like some of the best experiences I've had in life, point blank period. So I'll probably be there. But to sit here and say that like I'm excited about it right now or I'm over the moon, I'm not. I'm not excited about it right now, because I really feel like it's not fair to Kazuto Ioka. That's really who I'm kind of like pissed off for, is Kazuto Ioka. He deserves a shot at one of these dudes. Dude's been holding it down for Japan. Dude's been first four division champion in the history of Japanese boxing. Knocked out Kosai Tanaka, and Kosai Tanaka is supposed to be the next big thing. Popped that bubble. Been really a dignified champion. And the fact that he's just like not getting that shot against one of these two at this juncture in time, it's really kind of pissing me off a little bit. So we'll watch the fight, and what happens. But you know, I'll definitely be rocking with Cholatito. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure I'll get somebody who disagrees with me that thinks, you know, Guile or Estrada somehow won one of those first two fights, and they think that this is like the end all be all to decide like who's the better fighter, which that was already determined in the last fight. But if you disagree, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dang It. So until next time, take care, guys.
Okay, hola, soy Román González. Le mando un saludo a todos los fans. Bendiciones, cuídense.
Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. You know, True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, you know, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia, and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.